So, ooh, about tripped there. Oh, this is a real nice night for a walk. Yeah, real nice. Nice and cool. Almost fallish. Yeah, so anyways, what I think we'll discuss tonight. Well, let me think. I think a good topic that I was thinking about, that I've done a lot of research on, and would like to discuss in more, I guess, it's rather complex and difficult to talk about. Definitely a touchy subject. Is about America, you know, and you know, me being part Melungeon or American Indian, you know, this is something that's a pretty touchy topic with them, and one of the big, and this is a big one the left likes to use, the Marxists rather, and on social media I've discussed this one a lot and thrown a lot of ideas around. Got a lot of different takes on it, and I want to give my kind of take on it and discuss it as much in detail as I can. Is about, is America a stolen country? Because from some aspects it does appear that way. And that's what you almost hear whenever the Marxists are coming after any other group, anybody of a conservative, independent mindset. They almost always use the argument about America being a stolen country. And where did this concept come from? It came from, well, it's a leftist term, of course. And it appears to me, and this is just what it appears that only two countries at the current time are accusing people of stealing land, stealing countries, stealing something that it's like it was taken from somebody that doesn't deserve to have it, you know. It was unfairly earned. It was unfairly taken. Best way to put it. You know, when you go through civilization, and I've done quite a bit of research on civilizations throughout history. I mean, you know, you look at the ancient Greeks, you look at the ancient Romans, you go to Ireland and the Celts, who later became the Irish people, and the Etruscans, who later were replaced by the Romans, and on down the line. I mean, most of the countries of the Middle East were taken over by the Arabs, the Muslims. Most civilizations in Africa were inhabited by a group of nomadic people who were then replaced, as it were. Let's use that term, replaced by a more, I guess you'd call it by a more advanced group of people who were able to unite, who were able to, who were more progressive, who had better language, better logic, better, were more advanced, and these people were able to capitalize on that, take over the land, build commerce, and grow from there. and advance. And that's exactly what the European immigrants did with this land we now know as America, or the US of A. You know, up till that point, there was a group of people who we call Native Americans. Whatever you want to call them. You want to call them Native Americans, you want to call them American Indians, indigenous, Amerindians. I think Amerindians or indigenous is best, I guess, if you want to, classify them as a group. Because here's the thing, just like in Europe, do all Europeans look the same? No, they don't. They all look different, The people in Norway look a certain way, generally speaking. They're usually a taller people with blonde hair, blue eyes, aquiline features. And the people in Sicily, which is also in Europe, look a certain way. They look more Mediterranean. Dark hair, dark eyes, olive skin, short usually, and more, I don't know, let's just say different features. They have a more maybe Arabic type of Mediterranean look. I don't know, something like that. And that's the same with the American Indian, the Amerindian people of America. All these tribes, they all kind of had a general look, maybe with the darker skin and hair, but they all looked different. Some were more big, some looked more European, how about that? And some looked more Asiatic. And some even looked kind of Middle Easternish looking. So there we go. And the fact of the matter is, especially in the North American region, the area we know as America, the US of A, they had just not, whatever you want to call it, they were a nomadic people. They hadn't developed very far. They inhabited territory, these tribes, and committed genocide on each other frequently. I think tribes had wiped out other tribes before white Europeans showed up. So, did they steal the land from them? So, again, this is insane concept of the left coming up with stolen land, which the only other country that I've heard of where that has been successfully implemented, that ideology of stolen land, is Israel. They're now saying that these Israeli people, Jewish people who are inhabiting that territory, are stealing the land from the Palestinians. Excuse me. That's the only other place that stolen land theory has successfully been implemented. Well, maybe not successfully, but it's been implemented. They accuse people of stealing land. That in America. Like the white Europeans. And it's bullshit. It's just, again, the left projecting, the land was not stolen. If you want to call it, the way progress is, civilization, how about that? Which the left is, ultimately, that is what they are. They're anti-civilization. The civilization part of society, how about that? Comes into play. And that's what America is. America is the commerce of civilization, of the Western world. One of the big countries, and of course it's the country where, the people who come from less civilization seek to escape to. And then they end up projecting this false narrative that America is a stolen land, stolen country. People don't deserve it, and blah blah blah. And as to the Amerindians, the people, I hope they really see, and I hope a lot of them are seeing who their real enemy is, and it's not the conservative right. It's not the Trump people. You know, again, you know, some get it and some don't. You know, and know the, you know, the genocide and the ultimate taking of their culture was not done again by white people. It was done by the left. The left took their culture from them, and all Islam will do is kind of finish what they've started, finish what the left has started. So again, that's about all I have to expend on this topic. If you like this video, please like or subscribe to this channel, because at the end of the day